Hi everyone, my name is Rutika and welcome back to another episode of Redefined. I am joined here today with Malvika Aaron and I am so excited and I think I'm not going to waste more time and just let her introduce herself.
Absolutely. So nice to be here, Ritika. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Hi, everyone. My name is Malvika, and currently I am a senior student at UBC Sauder School of Business. I'm also the founder of an edtech startup and so much more, which you'll come to find out in this episode today, which I am so happy to share.
Yes, and let me tell you guys, like, honestly, what her introduction was does not even cover anything that she has done because it's a handful or maybe even more than that, like, and I think like the first thing I'm going to just start with is like, Malvika, like looking at your profile, honestly, like I was so inspired, and I'm also very curious as to, how like you went from just being like this regular student at UBC to being featured in Forbes. Like, oh my God. And like having like almost like 6,000 followers on LinkedIn. That's quite a lot. And like you're a founder and you're doing so much more with your TED Talks and everything. Like, I'm wondering how did all of this happen? Like, was there ever a plan to it or just kind of you just went with the flow?
Absolutely. I mean, thank you for that question. I actually get that a lot. And, just as a little bit of context of the timeline or that it took place from was, yeah, like I was a second year student, which is when I started experimenting with things I wanted to do in my career and things I wanted to achieve. And this is when I started experimenting with different fields. So I worked in a little bit in like consulting. I worked a little bit in tech. I worked a lot in strategy. So that's kind of where I kind of explored a little bit of everything. Alongside, I was very interested in entrepreneurship, and that's when I founded my own startup that helped students gain access to the right exploration, like information to go out there and try different careers, trying to find out what their dream job is and helping them bridge that gap between university and the workplace. And through that opportunity, I got achievements or accolades and the opportunity to be a TED Talk like speaker. I got the opportunity to be featured on Forbes or, increase my impact on LinkedIn. So was there a plan? And short answer, no. But was there a strategy? I'd say yes. And the reason I say that is because I think when we talk about plan, we talk about the steps to getting somewhere. But before we can assess the steps to getting somewhere, I think I spent a lot of time, majority of my time, trying to figure out what it is that I really want and why is it that I want those goals. So I spent more time on the why those specific goals and what value they're gonna add to me or to other people, and less time on the how to get there. I think eventually students figure out, or anyone figures out the path to getting somewhere, but the goal has to be laser focused, right? So that's kind of where the thinking I was coming from, or my thought process I was coming from, was that what are these goals that I want to achieve? Why these specific goals? Like, what are they bringing to me? And what is the learning I'm taking away from it? What is the impact I'm able to create on other people with it? And less on the how, because that came more with just doing it, getting out there, getting used to the failures that come with it, and that's kind of in a gist of it, that's kind of how it happened.
No, definitely. Yeah. But like if you were to kind of summarize it into like or list it into like three things, for example, you would say that kind of really helped you, like, be where you are today and maybe could help other students do those things for themselves as well. What would those three things be?
Absolutely. I think first is working on mindset. And I say that because I think a lot of times students think there's a specific path that will get them to a success, or to what success looks like. And a lot of them are just scared to go out there and try it because of fear of rejection, which I talk a lot about in my TED Talk. And it's a human tendency to have that fear of rejection. So working on that mindset and seeing that rejection as an opportunity to either better yourself or just as a stepping stone really does change the way you look at things, because you are out there like applying for more things, you're applying for more programs, you are applying for more jobs, you're talking to more people, just because you're not scared of hearing no's, or you're not scared of being rejected. So that took, I think, the longest in my journey as well.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that's the hardest part of the journey. Second is, I think, setting 3 top priorities for the day. Because as students, I think we're juggling a billion things at all times. And sometimes it becomes impossible for us to know which ones are high priority.
Yeah.
So what I like to do is actually set 3 goals every single day of the things I want to accomplish in that day. And those 3 things could be 3 different ventures that I'm working on, or it could be 1 venture that I'm working on that I really want to focus on that particular day. So as long as you know that you've done those 3 things, you know your day was a success. And that's when you'll start to look at the process as more like, you're going to start enjoying the process more, and it's going to become less overwhelming over time. And third, I think, is just getting used to asking for help. That's something I'm working on still. Support of your network, taking that opportunity to be able to share your learnings and seek feedback from your peers, from your support group. So networking, like so many people talk about networking now, it's such a huge like thing now. So using that network to be able to better yourself and seek feedback and continually improve. I think those are the 3 steps that, you know, would really help you achieve those goals in shorter periods of time.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I think I agree with that as well, because I learned that when I kind of set those priorities for like day-to-day tasks, I realized I'm a lot more productive as well. And I'm a lot more focused, because I know, okay, these are, let's say, if not 3, like for me, I do 5. Like if these are 5 things I want to accomplish today, check, I'm done for the day. Like, you know, I'm good. And the rest of the time can be for other things that you want to focus on. Like, you know, either socializing with your friends or like going out, hitting the gym, you know. And I feel like that allows you to engage in that like holistic living that people kind of talk about. So I think definitely. Well,
I love that.
you know, a kin student, so the holistic aspect has to come in.